What's happening, y'all? Peace to the nation. Uh, I think it's time. I want to make this brief because I ain't got much time. I think it's time that we realize that some of us just don't have, I guess, the self-esteem or the pride in our own kind in order to believe that we'll survive or be able to thrive on our own. Now, earlier today, I heard from himself, Charleston White himself, that they had canceled the the venue had denied me. Well, how do I word this? The venue that they were supposed to have the shows that they backed out. That's it. So it's like, well, you have two sold out shows, and this is pretty much a black independent operation. You know, for the most part, that's who you see. You see the team. So it's like, well, if y'all had enough faith in order to, the promoters got together and they decided, hell, we want to have Charleston White come and perform in Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas is a great venue. I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas for a little while. Very nice place, nice people. But this is in the name of Stop Asian Hate. Now, it can be argued whether or not the Asian person, the Asian stores in the communities, the nail shops, and the little hair beauty shops and all that stuff, what type of contribution they make into the black community in which they serve. But we also can't deny the fact that we don't have our own nail shops and beauty supply shops and things of that nature, or restaurants where we serve our own unique brand of cuisine. In a lot of cases, you hear some of these Arab and just for lack of a better term, Arab and Asian stores, they're selling us soul food. I remember I lived in Nashville, out North Nashville. It used to be a store slash restaurant with a little steamer, and they got a little kitchen back there, and they serve food out of it. And they serve soul food, but I knew this restaurant was owned by Asian people. If I recall correctly, even though there were Asian people out in the front, there was a black person in the back cooking, or there was instruction being given from a black person, or let's even put it like this: there may have been an Asian person masquerading as the head chef, but there were also a black person back there. They were doing the actual prep and the cooking. From my perspective, maybe I just have a biased opinion, but I don't get too far off into that. I'm just trying to understand. Okay, well, they called the venue up in New York. They called the venue Little Rock, Arkansas. It started to look like this is like a program, a strategy, already something that's already it's a what do they call this? PR or damage control. It's already a script that they have written out. Okay, well, we can't stop the people from buying the tickets, but we can put pressure and influence on the person who owns the venue, or the people, or the distribution system for the tickets. But I didn't want to be on here long. I probably want to need to go further into depth in this, but it seems that if China Mac has utilized his welcoming into the hip hop gang banging sphere, and utilized that welcome to manipulate the culture within. And and I guess it's not a problem if that stays within that culture, the gang banging culture or the so-called gangster rap hip hop culture. That's fine. Let it stay right there. But don't let it branch out to other areas and spheres of the black community amongst us nigger folks. Y'all hold Charles, man. Y'all don't do nothing for us. Yet and still, we spend our last dimes with y'all. And y'all want to throw a monkey wrench in our shit just because we said some things when you all know you've done some things. Nevertheless, I gotta go. Peace and love. Nigga nation or nothing.